Hi, I'm Carolyn.
And I'm Jessica.
And we are here with our financial idol, Gail Vaz-Oxlade.
Hi.
Hi. To talk about her fantastic new book, Never Too Late. Jessica and I wanted to sit down with Gail after we both read the book and realized that it is never too late or too early to start thinking about saving for your future.
So Gail, we have some questions for you that we think reflect 20-somethings who are really just starting out in their long-term plans for savings.
Okay.
So the first question is, it seems we're a generation deeper in student debt and landing full-time, high-paying jobs much later in life.
Yep.
Do these trends concern you, and what sort of financial shape do you anticipate we'll be in when we're ready to retire, and will we be retiring much later?
Okay. It's a good question. I think that kids are graduating with more student debt because student costs are going up significantly. I know I put my kid into university this year for the first time, and we expect it'll cost about $18,000 a year to get her through her first year. And if she had to borrow that, I can not imagine what it would be like to come out with a 4-year degree and $80,000 worth of debt. It just doesn't seem right. Mm-hmm. That being said, I made her work. Okay, I didn't make her work. I told her she had to be responsible for a third of her own costs because, partly her responsibility. Mm-hmm. Some kids have to be responsible for all of it. Mm-hmm. And so there has to be this commitment to doing as much as you can ahead of time to try and save as much money as you can to get into university. And then when you're in university, you have to live frugally. There are lots of kids who see university as a great opportunity to drink a lot of beer and buy a lot of clothes. And unfortunately, they use their student loan money to do that, and then they come out at the end and they go, oh, I didn't realize I was going to have to pay it back, and that there's interest. And then the other thing, of course, is the fact that if you take the standard student loan repayment system, you're going to be in debt for 10 years. Mm-hmm. So what you really have to do is make a commitment to getting out of that debt as fast as possible, so you shorten up the repayment. You'll have to pay more, but you'll do that. Once you've done that, you will have more cash flow to do all the other things you want to do in your life. In terms of it being worse for you in retirement, I'm not going to make that kind of prediction. You're a long way off, okay? You are a long, long way off. A lot can happen between now and then. And you don't know what the next part of your life is going to look like. I mean, you might fall into like really cushy jobs with fantastic pension plans. You have a pension plan here. So that may provide a lot for you, freeing up cash flow for you to do other things like save for a house and so on. So I want you to be more optimistic and go into it thinking to yourself, I can have all the things that I want. I just have to decide what the most important things are to begin with and focus on those, and making sure that even as you do that, you keep the whole plan balanced. So paying down debt, a little bit of savings, making sure you have some emergency fund, putting a little bit in several pots. Okay?
Great. Okay, you touched on a lot of things that we're going to ask you about.
That's what happens when you make me talk. I just keep talking, okay?
Perfect. We're on the right track.